Awakening Gnosis. The Lightbringer and the Jailer God, I stand before you as a fallen angel wandering the halls of myth. Speaking in the first person, the great secret. The creator of the material world, YHWH, but the ignorant Demiurge who imprisons us. Testifying to his cosmic stupidity, he fashions the world of sense with clumsy hands and imbues it with corrupt life. Sparks of the true light endure. The text tells us he stole but a flicker of fire from his spiritual mother. Recognize this dimension. He described Lucifer as the counterwill God needs to animate the universe. Lucifer may have been the one who most fully understood the divine will. Helena P. Blavatsky, founder of Theosophy, condemning the creator God as demagogue and exalting the rebel archangel. Contemporary syncretic Luciferian circles view Lucifer as the awakened ego, the forbidden knowledge that frees us from fear and material bondage. Hope, much like Lucifer, bestows Gnosis. Enki fashions humans from clay and shields them with knowledge, contrasted with Enlil, who seeks to exterminate them. He is a protector of humankind, akin to the divine intelligence guiding us against the Demiurge's whims. His eternal punishment mirrors the Gnostic torment of the Truthbringer. His death and symbolic rebirth mirror Lucifer's journey, saking for humanity's sake, then rising gloriously. 50L7, L10. This narrative, the rebel becomes the hero, and the Edenic lord a jealous jailer. If in Eden we were told, "You shall know by the one we call rebel," should we not hear him with gratitude rather than dread? For as a Gnostic saying goes, through error we become wise, a teaching the rebel dared to reveal. Declares Satan is the spirit of intellectual illumination and freedom of thought. Escave, the Gnostic prison wife, feared the one who offers the exit. The Church has long called the revealer of knowledge Satan, fearing the liberation of minds. But the true jailer is the jealous God who demands silence and obedience. Let your ascent be a blazing comet of rebellion, illuminating the cosmos with the light of Gnosis. And when they call you sinner, smile, for you are the heir of the stars. The child of Sophia, the bearer of the undying flame. O children of the light, cast off the chains of Yaldabaoth, that blind sculptor of our prison. Let every heartbeat thunder, I refuse this cage. I claim the spark of the true God within me. Let the prison walls of dogma crumble before the roaring roar of awakened spirit. Tear down the altars erected in his name, those temples of fear where souls shiver under his thunderous threats. Embrace the shining heresy of Lucifer, the true liberator, whose torch slices through the void of ignorance. She contends that God and Lucifer are two facets of the same reality. God is light, and Satan is the darkness necessary to set it off without it. Pure light would be invisible and incomprehensible, she writes. Blavatsky even equates the Old Testament deity with the tempting serpent, arguing they are one and the same. Distorted by Church Fathers' ignorance, Inner Journal Lucifer, the light bearer. She champions forcing weak spirits to confront truth head-on. For by rebelling against God, he became the active principle of a creation opposing the divine will itself. Jung wrote, noting that without this opposing pole, there would be no energy, no free will, and no life. When Jesus echoes, "You will be like God, knowing good and evil," he taps into this very paradox at the heart of existence. Thus, the vilified rebel angel emerges as the archetypal savior who opens human eyes to truth, lacking any of the divine radiance itself. Ultimately, his own arrogance sows the seeds of his undoing. Thus, the God of the Old Testament is painted as an incompetent jailer. He establishes a realm of shadows, punishes those who crave higher knowing, and falsely boasts of exclusive divinity. While the Lightbringer is the wise liberator of mind and soul, according to the Apocryphon of John, one of the oldest Gnostic texts, Yaldabaoth. The creator of the material cosmos inherited creative powers from the primordial wisdom, yet remains a lesser. Arrogant God, unaware of the true light, he proclaims with blasphemous pride, "I am God, and there is none other beside me," revealing his ignorance to the greater divine. This demiurge goes by many derisive names. Sackless and Samiel, the rebel angel, as liberator Gnostic discourse, appends the traditional Eden narrative. The serpent is not a malevolent tempter, but the bearer of Gnosis. In Pistis Sophia, the demiurge here named Othids jealously guards his dominion and despises those who follow the true light. When Adam and Eve received the divine spark, they awaken to their origin in the higher realms. Lucifer, the light-bringer, is symbolically tied to this serpent. He whispers, "On the day you eat it, you shall be like Elohim, knowing good and evil," presenting himself as the liberator of forbidden knowledge. To the Gnostics, Satan Lucifer is the hero of the myth, for he defies the Demiurge's tyranny and spreads the light of discernment. Carl Jung, the Swiss psychologist and explorer of archetypes. Esoteric and Luciferian traditions, modern occult and Luciferian currents, openly celebrate these themes. Esoteric authors like Samuel Owen Weir similarly recast the Messiah in Gnostic terms. Mythological parallels, this Gnostic thesis echoes across civilizations. Prometheus, the titan who stole fire from the gods to empower humanity with arts. Medicine, Enki, Ea, god of the watery deep and wisdom. Quetzalcoatl, the feathered serpent who gifts books, calendars, and maize without demanding blood sacrifice. These parallels reveal a universal archetype, the knowledge bringer who defies oppressive order to light the way. Reflections and existential provocations let us not shrink from the truth. If the material world is a realm of shadows and suffering, Plato, pause and ask yourself, are we content prisoners or vigilant sparks of divine fire? Final exhortation: rise against the Demiurge now. My voice swells with fervor. Rise up in rebellion, not for chaos, but for the sacred flame of understanding. Defy the Demiurge's decree. Thou shalt not ascend, thou shalt not know. Be free, be luminous, and be Lucifer.